Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be playing a Stormhaven build. Definitely not too bad, you know. Got all your main cards that you need. You know, your buffs, your storm, destruction of storm and replay storm, all your amulets, all that sort of stuff. It's definitely something I've been wanting to try out and look at. So why not give it a shot? If it performs well, it performs well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way works out fine. Alrighty.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
Alright, I think we go with prayer. This isn't bad. Better ways to play these, that's the only trouble. I think since we are coming up against Shadow, I think we push that early aggression. We can always banish that, which is fine, and looks like they don't have much else if that's what they're playing. Would have been nice to have a nicer curve out instead of having 2 6-drops in my opener and then drawing into a 5. But I'm sure we can work around that. Since this is Storm, we really need to be able to push these out. I know Divine Birdsong works quite well on turn 4 because you can combo it with the other gold 6-drop, which gives +3/+3. That works quite nicely if we can pull that. And these Shadow Reapers now have a lot less value. We'll just play the Birdsong here. We'll hold on to the Evolve actually. I was going to try and use it maybe on the moon, but I think we'll just hold it. Even with a trade here though, we should just be able to use Dance. Or they do that. Either way works, I guess. Now I guess we just hope, because we don't really run a board clear for this kind of deck, because you're mainly focusing on the Storm followers. And there's the Valhalla, so that's actually really good. We might be able to make that final push after all. So the Regal Falcon is 3/4, plus the Evolves 5/6, and then +3/+3 will put us at a 8/9. But we probably are going to take too much damage and die here. So that's quite unfortunate. Being beat out by a super early aggro Shadow. Nothing new there at all. Like, while it would be really nice to deal that extra damage and get enough damage on the board to kill everything, we've got to consider the long game. Probably going to be playing that into Beast Call. Actually, I'm dead either way here. Wouldn't have mattered which way I had done this. So we've run into the same problem. Getting beat out super early by Shadow. Nothing too surprising about how that game went. I mean, Shadow has a super solid early game and comprises roughly 50% of the ladder, with Dragon being the other 50, even though that's not entirely true. I'd say probably 40-40 with a 20% for every other class nearly to play in. But that's just based on personal opinion, and I don't have the statistics to currently back that up, other than personal statistics, obviously. Alrighty, into game 2. What can we do here? Alright, Rune. This should be a little more interesting, you know. Two good decks, but definitely not too bad against each other, I guess. Should probably have the advantage, especially if it is D-Shift. I could have kept one of them 6-drops and played them with the Birdsong. Especially since I have 2 Birdsong now, double Birdsong. Pull out that, boost the last Birdsong to pop, which would be nice, but we're gonna take what we can get. Alright, so they're going for an early draw, which is good. Basically the same sort of thing we did. Damn it, 2 spells in their opener. How good is that? We might just drop this. I don't want to give them too many targets, but I also want to make sure that one of these is definitely going to survive. Wow. The turn 3 draw. Alright, we'll go for Birdsong then. We'll have everything come off at the exact same time if we can. Turn 4, we could drop Priest if we need to get rid of something, or we can just evolve a Birdsong. Actually, sorry, the Prayer. Oh, maybe the Birdsong if we use Hollowed. One way to do it, I guess. Actually, we'll go for the Hollowed Dogma. Pop that open. Go with the Lux, and we'll take the Evolve on the Lux for that extra 1 damage, plus the clear, and we get to deal 5 more damage and keep all of our banishment. Nice. And with the extra Birdsong, if I do have to drop that next turn, I can drop it either with Heavenly Hound or Blackened Scripture, along with hopefully a 6-drop if we can pull it off for the next turn after that. Kind of expected a mage here. I mean, what else was I going to expect? I wouldn't be surprised if that comes along with a Piercing Rune. Piercing Rune this, probably. Alright, Blade Mage. Alright, so it looks like they're going to trade for the board, which makes sense. I mean, what else are you really going to do here? I think I just play the Birdsong and banish the board. Not too bad. The Moon Aria is a really solid card, especially with the Evolve. Like, when it gets to heal at the end of my turn, that's really nice. Makes good trade fodder as well. And actually, when I think about it, it's basically a 1 cost more Albert that heals itself. It's actually really good. Okay. My guess is they're aiming for a Penguin combo. So I am debating on whether just to play the Moon Aria or whether I go for a Priest Evolve Hound. And I think the Priest Evolve Hound is the safer of the plays. I mean, I get to control the board, I get to drop Hound for a ward, and I get to clear a couple things. Hopefully set up for the next turn with Divine Bird. Because between Moon and the Bird, that's 8 damage, which is pretty good. And if I can keep the Priest, be really in a good spot. Alright, that's interesting. Disaster Witch for that extra Crimson Sorcery. Looks like they are going to use that to clear here. Yep. Kill off the dog, trade the 1/1 into there, and then hit face. So they may actually have what they need in hand, which is really going to suck. Actually might go this way. I don't think on how I wanted to do this. Thinking that that's probably the way I want to go. Just in case. If I draw Yerd, I mean, I can use that to win with the Bird if it saves. If not, I'll probably just play Moon. Because that seems to be the whole turn there. With the Lou, obviously. That's not bad. At least I can banish the Lou. Hit face for 5. I think's what I'm going to go with here. And I can just hope that I can use the Yerd with something else. Maybe draw my other Moon would be nice. This is definitely a fun deck and it's quite interesting. I like the combos it can pull off. Along with Yerd, Dogma, and probably a Prayer or Birdsong, I might actually be able to work those in. allow me to deal some real damage. Shouldn't really need to worry because that Daria shouldn't be able to do too much. I mean, they've already used 2 Blade Mages, I'm pretty sure, which means I'm not worrying about that. Their Evolves are gone. That doesn't really leave much to get rid of my stuff outside of drawing into another Dance of Death, drawing into another kind of clear. So, looks like that will be game. If you guys enjoyed this deck, you can find the deck list in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and look for any other things in the description below that you want. There's plenty there, so I'm sure you'll find something that interests you. So I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.